In 1948, a new nation, Israel, emerged in the Middle East, born from the devastation of World War II and centuries of Jewish longing. Its creation was not peaceful but explosive, igniting a conflict that still shapes the region. For Jews, it was the fulfillment of a dream. For Palestinian Arabs, it marked the Nakba, the catastrophe. The land, sacred to three religions, became a battleground of identity and survival. The world's powers, Britain, the US, the UN, all played roles, their decisions fueling the conflict. The questions of 1948, sovereignty, borders, refugees, remain unresolved. The first Arab-Israeli war didn't end the conflict, it transformed it. The violent birth of Israel tore history's fabric, leaving wounds that still bleed. This is not just history, it's the living reality for millions. Israel's story begins in the shadows of European persecution, where Jews faced centuries of violence and exclusion. This suffering sparked Zionism, a movement to create a Jewish homeland in Palestine. Visionaries like Theodor Herzl argued that only a sovereign state could guarantee Jewish safety, but Palestine was already home to a vibrant Arab community who saw the Zionist dream as a threat. Early Jewish settlers and local Arabs clashed, each claiming the land as their own. Two national movements collided, both rooted in history, both seeking self-determination. World War I would soon shatter the old order, unleashing these rival aspirations. After World War I, Britain took control of Palestine, promising a Jewish homeland in the Balfour Declaration, while also assuring Arabs of independence. These conflicting promises sowed deep mistrust. As Jewish immigration surged, Arab fears grew, leading to protests and revolt. Britain's attempts to balance both sides failed, fueling resentment and violence. By the eve of World War II, Palestine was a powder keg. The British mandate, meant to bring peace, only deepened the divide. The seeds of future conflict were firmly planted. The stage was set for a dramatic and violent transformation. The Holocaust devastated European Jewry, proving the urgent need for a Jewish state. Survivors flooded into Palestine, defying British restrictions. Britain, exhausted and unable to control the violence, handed the issue to the United Nations. The UN proposed partition two states, one Jewish, one Arab, with Jerusalem internationalized. Jews celebrated. Arabs rejected the plan as a grave injustice. The UN vote triggered civil war, not peace. The world's attempt at a solution only deepened the crisis. The fate of Palestine was now in the hands of its divided peoples. The countdown to open war had begun. As the British withdrew, civil war erupted between Jews and Arabs. On May 14, 1948, Israel declared independence, an act of triumph for Jews, disaster for Palestinians. The next day, Arab armies invaded, launching the first Arab-Israeli war. Against the odds, Israel survived and expanded its territory. Over 700,000 Palestinians fled or were expelled, their villages destroyed, their society shattered. The Nakba became a defining trauma for Palestinians, fueling decades of displacement and loss. Israel's victory secured its existence, but at a terrible human cost. The conflict's wounds would shape generations to come. 1948 did not bring peace, but a new reality of conflict and division. Israel became a haven for Jews, but lived in constant tension with its neighbors. For Palestinians, the Nakba created a refugee crisis that endures to this day. Generations have grown up in exile, their dreams of return unfulfilled. The unresolved issues, borders, refugees, Jerusalem, still drive the conflict. Wars, uprisings, and failed peace talks have followed, drawing in global powers. The events of 1948 are not distant history, they are the roots of today's headlines. One people's independence is another's catastrophe. Understanding both narratives is essential to grasping the tragedy and the challenge of peace. The legacy of 1948 remains the heart of the Middle East conflict.